The book Mindset has been translated into more than 40 languages and millions of copies have been sold worldwide. Teachers, parents, and business leaders have also called it a good book. It was first published in 2006, but since then, it has been changed and updated many times. This book was written by Dweck after much research. It has been featured in several popular media outlets including the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, and Oprah Winfrey. The purpose of the book Mindset is to help people understand how their mindset affects their life. If you apply the principles of this book in your life, there are many benefits, such as high academic achievement, greater strength and flexibility, increased creativity and innovation, better relationships, and greater career success. So, without delay, let's begin this journey of mindset. Hello friends, welcome to Internet Capsule. Let's begin our book summary for today, Mindset, written by Carol Dweck. Chapter 1, You have two types of minds. This is the main point of the book and the foundation of the book. Dweck says that we have two types of mindsets. First is the fixed mindset and second is the growth mindset. First, let's understand what a fixed mindset is. People with a fixed mindset believe that their intelligence, talent, and capabilities are inborn. Meaning they were born with all this and it cannot be changed. These people avoid challenges, fear failure, and feel jealous of others' success. Now let's understand what a growth mindset is. People with a growth mindset believe that their intelligence, talent, and capabilities can be developed through effort and learning. These people are not afraid of challenges but fight them, see failure as a learning opportunity, and are inspired by other success. Now you understand what people with a fixed and growth mindset are like. Dweck says that a growth mindset can bring positive change in anyone's life. Research shows that people with a growth mindset achieve more success, are more flexible in every situation, and are more satisfied in their lives. So let's move on to the most interesting part, in which we will find out what kind of mindset you have. To find out what mindset you have, Dweck tells us to ask ourselves a few questions. First question. How do you feel about failure? Do you see it as a disaster? Or do you see it as a learning opportunity? Second question, how do you feel about challenges? Do you avoid them, or do you face them? If you don't know what mindset you have, don't worry. No matter what mindset you have, you can learn a growth mindset. The first step you need to take is belief or faith. You need to believe that you can develop. Dweck says that this belief that our capabilities and talents can develop positively affects all areas of our life. The power of learning. People with a growth mindset enjoy learning. They are excited to face challenges and learn new skills. This excitement helps them stay committed and motivated even in hard situations. Dealing with failure. When people believe that their intelligence and capabilities can grow, they don't see failure as a disaster, but as a necessary step for progress. This mindset helps them to not give up and keep trying continuously. Flexibility and motivation. People with a growth mindset believe that success comes from hard work, perseverance, and a desire to learn continuously. Because of this, they don't get jealous of others' success, but see it as inspiration. Creating a developing environment. Growth mindset not only affects the individual, but also creates a positive impact on the social environment. When parents, teachers, and community members adopt a growth mindset, they inspire children and adults to learn and grow continuously. This creates an encouraging and motivational atmosphere necessary for development. Usually, we think that praising children is beneficial for them, but Dweck believes that in some situations, it can also be harmful. The effect of praise depends on the person's mindset. Children with a fixed mindset, when they are praised for their intelligence or talent, begin to consider it a natural power. They get worried about their capabilities and avoid challenges to escape failure. Children with a growth mindset, when they are praised for their hard work or effort, see it as a sign of progress. They accept challenges and see them as opportunities to learn and grow. Negative praise is the kind, where the way of praising can also be harmful. For example, saying, "You are so smart," promotes a fixed mindset. Whereas saying, "You worked so hard," promotes a growth mindset. Positive praise is the kind that praises a child's effort, process, and trying. For example, "I liked that you didn't give up and kept trying. I liked that you tried a new method. I'm proud seeing how much you've improved." This kind of praise helps develop a growth mindset in children and inspires them to learn and grow. Everything is affected by a fixed or growth mindset. Let's understand. Dweck's book Mindset deeply explores this. That fixed and growth mindsets are important in all aspects of life. These two mindsets not only affect teachers but also play an important role in relationships, games, professions, and personal development. Let's understand how a fixed mindset affects. In relationships, they see relationships as fragile and try to avoid any kind of conflict. Instead of talking, they focus on creating distance. In games, they avoid taking risks and choose easier paths. They believe that only talented people win, and those who lose are always weak. In profession, they avoid innovation and creativity. They think the knowledge they already have is enough. In personal development, they see learning as a difficult task and hesitate to make an effort. They don't believe in their abilities and don't take steps to develop themselves. Now let's understand the effects of a growth mindset. On the other hand, people with a growth mindset face challenges in every area of life with an open mind and see failure as a learning opportunity. In relationships, they see relationships as chances to learn and grow. They focus on communication. In games, they accept challenges and hard practice. They see winning as the result of hard work and losing as an opportunity to improve. In profession, they embrace innovation and creativity. They try to learn and develop continuously. In personal development, they see learning as a joyful experience and keep making efforts to learn. They believe in their abilities and push themselves forward. Now we'll talk about how perfectionism can hold us back. If I say in simple words, perfectionism means the obsession to do everything right and the fear of failure. People with perfectionism often avoid challenges. Sometimes, they feel ashamed even over small things and are not able to enjoy life properly. By adopting a growth mindset, we can reduce the effects of perfectionism. If you like our book summary, don't forget to subscribe to Book Insider. Set such goals that lead to development. If you are making an effort to do something, praise that effort. Learn from mistakes, take small steps, and move forward. Now we'll talk about Chapter 2, Putting Growth Mindset to Work. First, let's learn how to use it in sports or games. In any sport, a player's mindset affects their performance and motivation. A player with a fixed mindset believes their talent is inborn and does not try to improve it. They think winning is because of their capacity and losing means they are incapable. They avoid challenges and give up easily. They get jealous of others' success and feel pressure to prove themselves. On the other hand, a growth mindset player believes that their capabilities can be developed with effort and practice. They see mistakes and failure as opportunities to learn. They accept challenges and see them as paths for improvement. They get inspired by others' success and try to learn from them. Failure inspires them to work harder. In sports, success doesn't just depend on talent. It also depends on hard work, perseverance, and the right mindset. A growth mindset player stays inspired to keep improving and facing challenges. It is important to see failure not as defeat but as a learning opportunity. Coaches and parents can help children develop a growth mindset by encouraging them and giving them challenges. Now let's see how this can be used in business. Dweck says that no matter how many strategies you apply in business, or how many plans you make, The most important thing is passion. If you don't have the passion to do any business or task, then doing that work is meaningless. First, let's understand what passion is. Passion is basically the fire inside you. That drives you to do something, no matter how many problems you face. You still do that task. Why is passion important? Let's find out. Passion brings flexibility in you, so you can adjust to any situation. Passion gives birth to innovation. Passion also motivates others. Now we'll understand mindset in relationships. If your partner is trying to learn a new skill, encourage them and give support. Help them face challenges. And provide the resources needed for learning. Friends, if you like our video and want to support us, you can buy our membership. If there is a fight between you, discuss the reasons for the fight. And work to solve those problems. Thank you so much for listening to this story. I hope it inspired you to take control of your thoughts and start attracting the life you deserve. Remember, the power to change is within you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Your support means the world, and we'd love to have you join us for more stories of transformation. Until next time, keep believing in the power of your thoughts, and make the impossible possible. See you soon.